No.
Oh,
Here's while you're vlogging.
it's okay.
I'm filling up my gallon of water.
Yeah.
Why is there an earplug in my gallon of water?
Hi, friends. It is currently 9:01 p.m. on Sunday. Totally forgot to catch up with you about what I did during my first Saturday stream in a long time, but it went super well. I have this thread on Twitter that I'm keeping up with everything that I've gotten done for the show. And for yesterday, it was really about revising the previous outline, organizing my calendar for the month of April, and recording a functioning demo of the kernel of a song I wrote for the opening number. Part of me really wants to just bite down and get the opening number perfect, but in the spirit of end of play / Camp NaNoWriMo, I have to keep working through the rest of the scenes. It's really about writing the kernels for each song. So I think next order of business is to write the I want song, or at least my idea for it, and the next one after that, which I think would be the fake profile, which I actually do have an idea for that I wrote down in my actual script for draft 0. Tomorrow is a non-working day for me. I have kind of rescheduled my week so that I have primarily two days to write, and maybe a weekend day, maybe a Saturday, just specifically for this show. Mondays are now going to be my YouTube video editing day, where I'm going to be editing these vlogs. Now that's really important for me because I think I referenced it lightly in my birthday vlog, but I was kind of punishing myself by not taking the time to edit these vlogs. But now that I've been editing them consistently and I'm actually a little bit ahead, I can remember exactly where I've been and what the revelations are and what I've done. So I have taken Monday as the day to do this, and I think that is going to help tremendously with staying on track, along with this Twitter thread that I'm actually keeping for the first time. I don't really promote my Twitter. It's really more about connecting with fellow writers, especially playwrights and musical theater writers. But if you're interested in that, hit me up. Also, I forgot to mention this, but yesterday after the stream, I finally got to raid Haley H. Writes. Here's her Twitch and her YouTube channel. We've been skirting around each other. She's a playwright in BookTube, but she's also writing a middle grade novel. And I'm a musical theater writer, so we really are kind of, it was we hadn't for some reason linked up yet, and I finally got to catch one of her streams because I streamed on Saturday for the first time, and it was really good to see somebody else kind of be a playwright and be in that space. It just felt really, really nice. So tangent aside, Thursday is my freelance work day. It actually lasts the entire weekend. Right now I'm actually uploading the final edits, but I do like to do the majority of my edits on Thursday, and then on Friday it's my lessons with John day, and then potentially a stream at the end of it. I don't really know because that lesson starts at 1 and we end at 2, and then by that point I've usually been working all morning trying to get all the paperwork I need to present to John, lyric sheets and whatever. Brain. But yeah, that's kind of the updates of where we are right now. It's day 3. So I think what I'm going to do tonight while this thing is uploading is potentially work on my outline some more. I'm probably not going to check in with the vlog after this is over. So I will see y'all on Tuesday.
No.
Oh,
Here's while you're vlogging.
it's okay.
I'm filling up my gallon of water.
Yeah.
Why is there an earplug in my gallon of water?
I threw that away. It was for the trash. I didn't know you were going to reuse it.
But it was still by the couch. I can only assume that we're not throwing it away. It was by the couch. Otherwise it'd be with the other bottles.
I'm sorry. I forgot to move it there.
Why would you throw it away?
You have there other bottles of water that you can take that'll actually keep it cool. How much water did we lose to the earplug?
A gallon?
A gallon of water to the earplug?
Tap water.
Oh, okay.
There's still water.
It is currently 2:14 p.m. Have the pup covering for me because I'm streaming. And I finally have stuff on the board, baby. Now, it's true that I haven't done a sit-down update in a bit, and I will do one after I catch you up with what I've done so far. But I do want to say there are 11 songs in Act 1. I've already written a kernel for that one, so I think having these out right here is just way nicer to like imagine. I might just like move these over a little bit more to give like, you know, these space. But for those of you who have followed the vlogs, I am keeping kind of the same color scheme in terms of the post-its. So this is the first section of Act 1, kind of the before. This is the transitional period. This one gets its own post-it because it's a montage scene, and this is going to take the most work. Characters come in and are spat out a completely different way, and this song is really the crux of everything that's going to happen for the rest of Act 1 and the continuation of Act 2. As you can see, I haven't put Act 2 up here, and it's because I actually haven't finalized Act 2 yet. I've been having a lot of trouble finalizing Act 2, even though for a while I felt that that was the only thing that I knew. So let me talk to you about that. Okay, so let's talk Act 2. Now, from an earlier vlog I mentioned, if you can hear that, the trash banner here, I 100% was struggling with the outline, as I have been, but I was very much like, it's okay because I know exactly where it's going. I know what Act 2 is going to look like, and that is truly like kind of what I'm working towards, this revelation in Act 2 and kind of what that means. And that's partially still true. I definitely know I want the big reveal scene from Crazy Stupid Love that I've talked about, and I also yesterday was spitballing the idea of having Alejandra be detained, because I was like, what if the cops come, because like there is a Karen character in the shop who's like the white lady, and you know, a fight breaks out, somebody would call the police. And I love the idea of the coffee shop being tied to the real world rather than it living kind of in its own self-contained world, and having Alejandra be behind bars when she confronts Rosa as like a metaphorical and both literal like caging of her is very exciting. I'm definitely going to be moving the scene 5 and 6 because it just looks very cramped and like I have this space. Anyway, the reason I bring this up, so I've decided that in the spirit of End of Play / Camp Nano, I am going to focus purely on Act 1 because it's strong. I know exactly where it's going. I know the beats that I want, and it gives me some time to talk to John to try and rework an Act 2 together. Now that I have a very clear outline of this, like Act 1, Act 2, I want to meet with him on Friday and present to him kind of my conundrum of how do I end this. I'm going to do some research and do some more reading, but I think my goal for the rest of this stream, at least, I have 2 45-minute sprints after this sprint ends in about 4 minutes. I think I am going to start tackling the I Want song, because in musical theater, the I Want song is the antithesis to the 11 o'clock number, which is Alejandra's big moment of like, fuck you, ma. So I think that'll come in handy here, kind of having the I Want song and taking it from there. Also, I have some lyrics for the fake profile that I can also kind of start tackling as well. Like I have 9 scenes in Act 1 now, where I had like 27 before, and I had maybe 20 songs in Act 1, where now I have 11. Everything feels just like very specific and focused, which I'm loving. That also means that I can't procrastinate anymore by vlogging, which means I probably need to start writing. So yeah, I'm gonna take these last couple minutes to do some reading, and then it's just time to get started. I do want to make a note here that I've been listening to the Assassins 2022 off-Broadway cast recording. It's pretty good. I still prefer the off-Broadway cast recording, but I think after seeing the show live, I have a much deeper appreciation for like newer casts, and I still want to go see Into the Woods, and I just haven't had a chance to yet. So with that, and the noise of the truck taking out the trash right in front of my apartment complex, I will check in with you at the end of the stream. I don't know. I'm being kind of weird with this vlog because I haven't edited the last two, so I don't know where I am in the kind of progression of the writing process, and it's really throwing me off. But exporting videos off of my phone has been particularly hard because my videos have gone quite long. So check in with you later. There's nothing I want. Admitting I don't have enough would mean my parents came out here and they failed. There's nothing I want. Admitting I want means I have dreams outside of what they envisioned for me, of the future they want. Good morning. I'm putting on my socks. It is currently 6th of April, 7:19 a.m. to be exact. I've been up since around 5-ish or so. When my husband wakes up to go early to work, I'd like to take those opportunities. It feels like I'm stealing the morning for myself. And yes, I am wearing my pajamas. You already saw me wearing this, but yeah, I'm like fully decked out in PJs because the point is to be comfy. I do have my cup of coffee. And what I'm gonna do right now, which I actually can't show you on video because I record on my phone and this is on my phone, is I record the demo of the song, or anyway, the idea coming up process on the recorder on my phone. And then I listen back and I type it into a Songcraft file. I think the title of the song originally was I Want to Make It Worth It for Them. Again, this is like a working title. And now I'm thinking is There's Nothing I Want is kind of the idea that came to me as I was writing yesterday on stream. And during those 45 minutes where I was just kind of writing whatever came to mind, I started figuring it out and essentially ideated a lot. There's some melody hooks like that I like There's Nothing I Want. Now I know I can't use that because it doesn't rhyme, but I like the melody of the it's very much giving A minor G, what key are we in, which I love. I love the feeling of just uncertainty from going to the 1 to the 2 over and over again, which just came naturally from the streaming process. You can see me just like, I pressed these keys and I was like, but what if I pursue that further? What I love about kind of the first rounds or like the first zero draft of a song, if you're going with like those sorts of terms, is like you're just following the idea where it goes. And now I think I'm going to shape it. I'm going to take notes on everything that I have from the recording and then put my keyboard back up here or make my way over there and sit there. I haven't decided, but you know, sit with this and just like write down a functioning lyrical thing, kind of how I have here, and then essentially put it there and present it to John. Ideally, I'd want the kernel of this I Want song to be maybe a couple of verses and a chorus and then kind of the reveal, and then also focus today on starting the fake profile kernel, which is scene 3, and present all of that to John on Friday along with my updated outline. So at this rate, I would have written 2 kernels this week. And with that, let's get to working, which you won't be able to see because I'm using my phone. Maybe I do need a camera. See, this is the thing. Phone is so convenient. I have it with me everywhere, so I don't need to bring my camera. But at the same time, it's not convenient when it comes to actually recording stuff that you use your phone for. To be fair, when I get a new phone, I'll probably use this as a camera. Anyway. Okay. No. I'm gonna be fair to myself. I do have an outline that's missing 3 scenes. Like, everything's there. Hi. I haven't checked in with the vlog in a while. It is currently 2:08 p.m. I just finished lessons with John. Jack is just like, I need to go. You little diva. And I presented the I Want song I wrote earlier this week. Again, I'm having a really hard time keeping what I did this week in context because I did not vlog for a couple days, and also I had a very, very, very intense anxiety attack on Tuesday or Wednesday. Again, I don't even remember which was the day where I was typing up the lyrics from the demo that I recorded, and I haven't really done anything since that day. And I prepared stuff to show him literally 30 minutes before, which was the outline that I had finalized on Monday, and then played him kind of the version of the I Want song called There's Nothing I Want. I did get some pretty good feedback on There's Nothing I Want, on like structure beats and kind of where to take it from there. And then also I forgot that I hadn't told John about the Dramatist Guild thing, which was kind of a big problem because, well, I'm trying to write a song every day, a song for Act 1. I hadn't told him, so I felt bad about coming in, but I did tell him today, and he's like, great. And also because I have a lot of work next week, like I'm scheduled to work that whole week, I won't be able to have a lesson with John on Friday. So I have 2 weeks from today to write. I think I'm gonna try and write the rest of the songs in Act 1, and I think I've come up with a couple of fun numbers, especially for like crowd numbers and stuff, ensemble numbers that I didn't think that I could write, but here we are. I actually feel like I don't have enough solos in this version of the show, which I find really interesting. Nick is becoming kind of this antagonistic character, really pushing Megan into kind of the dark side of capitalism, which I love. This character is really a featured character, but he does have a lot of meat and might be like one of my favorite characters. I want to make Michelle and Natalie really interesting as well. And we were able to save Show Some Restraint, which was a song that I was like happy to cut, but I think I'm going to be able to keep some of it with having her friends talk to like her mother as the opening number. I think that that'll be really fun. So yeah, this week was like, it started off so well, especially because like I worked during the weekend and I was able to get a lot done, but I didn't account for my personal life, and I did not account for my mental health, and I did not account for the fact that life happens and you can have the best intentions and like you still don't do what you want to do. And this week I was really good with myself, actually. In those days where I had the anxiety attack, and then the day afterwards, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna play Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm gonna color, I'm gonna really just focus on doing that. So I didn't vlog, I didn't do anything, and I literally didn't touch the musical until 30 minutes before this lesson. But I had done enough early in the week where we came in and it was still like a really fruitful hour. And now, because I've told John I'm doing the Dramatist Guild thing, I feel like I can arrive with 5-6 songs and book 2-3 hours at a time and just like present the show and have an Act 1 that I really like and have all the kernels of the song for this thing. I think it would be sick if I could do Act 2, but having Act 1 in the bag and having songs that I could then develop and set in stone with scenes would be really, really strong. Okay, enough of that. I'm starving. Enough stalling. I will see you next week with a new vlog. Bye.